Hey guys, coming up on my 3 years of being sober. I can't believe that I'm hitting this milestone. Anyways, I wanted to share with you guys that things that you might not know you're doing that are ruining your life. We need to stop putting our value in other people's hands and stop seeking value in valuables. Now, what do I mean by this? So, if we're putting our value in other people's hands, we're constantly going to try to prove our worth to them. We're constantly going to chase something, and it's going to be like a roller coaster of emotions. When we do something good and they approve of, we're on fire, we love life. Yet when we make a mistake or do something bad, we're going to be in that pit again. And we're constantly just going to be in this roller coaster of emotions. And we're not really valuing ourselves and our self-worth. We're not respecting ourselves. Also, another thing is putting our value in valuables. We will constantly be chasing this material item, and nothing will suffice our void that we have that we're chasing. So it's important to know that our value comes from our value of life, how we're living, our intentions, and how we make an impact on this world. Another one that was really hard for me to grasp is stop expecting other people to change. And I know with family and loved ones, friends we care about, this can hurt us to see them making some mistakes that we are not too fond of. But as they always say, self can't see self. Sometimes they need to be reminded. If they are open to suggestion to hear what we have to say, then sure, offer your suggestion, your advice. But if they are not, then we need to meet them at a place where they are. We need to come at a place with compassion and with grace and with love. And I was the type of person who would always hold on to that potential. In past relationships, I would just see the really good parts of it and forget the 100 red flags that were following it. I guess you would say I'm a very optimistic person. No, but I finally had to learn this concept after being beaten in the ground again and again and again and again, that I simply cannot change somebody even if my intention behind it is pure. They are going to have to want to do it themselves regardless of what my 2 cents are, and unfortunately sometimes that means that we have to let go. So unfortunately, I hope this doesn't happen to you, and it is painful. And you know what? Today I love myself, and through the people I've let go, I am the person I am today. So little by little, we made it here. Another thing you might not be aware that you're doing is running from your emotions. And I know a lot of us like to avoid conflict. We are not very confrontational. We like to keep the peace. But in doing so, we can actually create detachment, emotional styles in our head. And it is not a healthy behavior to learn. When sinking those emotions down and not dealing with them, it eventually is going to come out one way or another. It's just a ticking time bomb at this point. So we need to be observant of this. We need to understand that no matter if we're female or male, that we are human. We all have emotions. We all need to deal with these emotions, and it doesn't make us less of a person when having these emotions. Emotions can be fun once you learn how to navigate them. Don't be scared to be vulnerable. The point of vulnerability is exposing your honest truth, exposing how you feel, how you think, and who you are. And sure, it might be rejected. Your idea might not be liked by others, but that's the freedom behind it. Is, you know, we all have different opinions, and we all get to think freely here. But what it is exposing our truth, and it's a way of authenticity. I know this last one I might get a lot of backlash on, but stop drinking. Now, why would I recommend this? I think for a lot of us, we don't know ourselves as deeply as we think we do. And I think having that clarity really allows us to like dive deeper into ourselves, who we are, think with a clear mind. You know, we don't have to waste any days. We can fully understand ourselves a little bit better, a little bit deeper here. And me, like I said in the beginning, I'm coming on 3 years. I've been able to change as a person and learn myself in the depths that I never thought I could, nor did I ever think was possible. And I definitely could not have done that if I continued to drink the way I was. Obviously, a lot of us don't have addiction problems. I understand that. But maybe take a month off, see how it feels, you know? If you're finding it to be a little bit harder, then maybe that could be a red flag. Maybe, you know, maybe it is time to just slow down a little bit. You know, and I think it's funny that alcohol is like the only drug that people will question you why you don't do it. But you never know someone's truth on why they can't do it. My truth, simply I don't want to be in misery ever again. I know what that felt like, and to me that was with alcohol. I know how free life can be without it. So I don't need it to enhance anything. Everything is fun and beautiful as is. There was always this like concept of like self-destruction and how it was so cool, like when you go to a party, like who's the drunkest, like that's cool. It was kind of like a symbol. It got you attention. But I think as the generations are evolving, I think we're understanding it's not cool at all, actually. It's actually pretty cool to be aware of your surroundings, and be coherent with what your actions are, you know, and maybe just start with a month, see how it makes you feel. If you like it, maybe try a little longer. If it's hard for you, maybe it's something to evaluate in your life. But I promise you, you have nothing to lose by taking off a month of drinking, and perhaps you might gain a lot of knowledge about yourself, and you might like it. Who knows? Try it out for yourself and see. Tell me in the comments if you have ever done this, or have tried this, or are sober yourself, or just don't particularly drink in the first place. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining.